Good afternoon.
Good
How are you
afternoon.
doing?
How are you?
I'm doing well. What about you? How is life
I'm
treating
al-
you?
I'm also good. Everything is going well.
So, I would like to know a little about you, please.
Yeah, sure. My name is Pallavi Dhingra and I'm an English trainer by profession. I have been teaching online from last 10 years and I teach full time. And I am from Delhi. About my educational qualification, I'm postgraduate in English. And about my hobbies, I really love to teach. That's why I've been doing it for such a long time period. And it gives me immense happiness when somebody improves through my teaching. This is all about me.
Okay, so a decade of teaching experience. That's a lot,
Exactly.
actually. I think you have a lot of patience.
Yeah, I actually tell you, I love to teach.
That's why you are happy with what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Did you study in an English medium school or did you learn English later?
I studied in a convent school.
Same here. We're on the same page.
Hmm. So
Right.
I
So,
had from my schooling that from those days, like I can speak in English.
like, do you teach online or offline or both?
Only online, no offline. Like before Corona, I have only international students because in India, the concept of online teaching comes only after Corona. And after Corona, I have students from India as well.
So, do you train only for spoken English?
No, I train on variety of things, and rather I keep on increasing my domain as the time passes. So now, like I give training, I started my career by giving training for IELTS, an exam that one person needs to go abroad. And from there, it started then like spoken English and public speaking skills, grammar, creative writing, depending on the kind of requirement. And nowadays I just work on the overall personality. If anybody even joins me for spoken English classes, so then also I believe the overall personality needs to be groomed up, as only by speaking English the person doesn't get satisfaction, because nowadays we live in the show off world, so everybody needs to have a pleasing personality. So I work on the overall personality. Moreover, I also am a mindset and a life coach.
Wear many hats, so many things. Did you like do some certification separately or you just developed these
Yeah,
habits?
I keep on learning. I keep on learning. Even till date, I keep on learning. Like from last 10 years, I never stop my education. I keep on upgrading. I believe, see, what I was teaching 10 years back, I cannot teach the same today. I need to upgrade myself. So I believe I keep on learning. And I believe everyone should keep on learning, because first, it keeps you young at heart. You never feel that, yes, you are old enough. And next, it is that it keeps your mind fresh.
That's nice. But when you started something like public speaking, like do you speak publicly?
Yes, if there is like in corporates or so, but that was before Corona, but not after Corona. Like I haven't been anywhere.
So initially, did you ever feel the fear of public speaking when you
No,
started off? No?
no, I don't. I never had a fear, because even in my school days, I used to like participate in debates and the other competitions. So I was confident. Like I tell you, from my childhood, I was like every time into studies. I was a studious student.
Okay, right. But what would you like to tell people who have a fear of public speaking? People ask me, but that is not my strong suit. Whatever knowledge I have through personal experience, I try to share that. But since you
Okay.
know a lot about it, so I think this fear of public speaking will also help people who are have a fear of meetings, interviews. I think it covers all of these. So since you have
Yeah,
expertise,
sure.
shed some
Mhm.
light on it.
Yeah, sure. See, first, the fear of speaking is only there in the head. It's nowhere else. It is only there in the head. One needs to have a positive mindset to appear in any field. I always explain it to my students also. Confidence is situational. They wonder if we are going for public speaking skills, we are not confident. They fear. Why they fear? Because they are not confident about their skills. So then I give them example. Here also I would like to add on the same example as if let me ask you, can you make a cup of tea?
Yes, I can.
Okay, can you make 2 cups of tea? And if there is some party to your house and a lot of people are coming, can you make 50 cups of tea?
I think I can, but it will take more time.
Okay, but you can. Okay, so similarly, that means you are confident enough in one area of your life. So never say that you are not confident. Only with the other area about public speaking skills, you need a bit of brush up or you need to improve your skills. So when people say, I'm not confident, so this is a wrong statement. This is something like understatement for themselves. They are confident in all the areas of their life. In other areas, they are so good, but might be this area they need a bit of improvement. So English, first of all, people should keep in their mind that English is just a language. It has nothing to do with their personality. They have their own personality. God make us everyone unique, and the other people are so good in other areas. I can speak well, but I might not be very good in making even tea for 50 people. So everyone has their own individuality. So first of all, once the person have this mindset that English is just a language and I am so good and confident in lot of areas of my life, here I need a bit of brushing up. And then half of the fear goes away only with this one thought. And second, it is that we are fearful when somebody, we have this fear in the mind. People have this fear, what if the other person will be thinking about me? The other person will say he's not speaking well, or he will pinpoint me, or he will have some bad thoughts about me. This is the fear people actually have. They do not have this fear they about their skills. They, most of the time people have the fear what the other person will think about us. So I would like to say over here that we should not give the remote control of our life to anybody. Suppose I will say, do you have orange hair? You have orange hair, will you believe? You have orange hair?
Orange?
Yes, do you have orange hair?
No.
No, so you won't believe. Then why people want to believe the thoughts when they say? So we should have positive thoughts about ourselves and we should not give remote control of our life to anybody. Suppose I give you my real life example. This is something which happened with me. I got ready for a party and by seeing in the mirror I was wondering, wow, I'm looking so beautiful, my dress is so nice, I'm going to rock in the party. And then I just stepped out, one of my relatives said, oh, you are looking a bit fat in that. Then it might spoil my mood. It is natural, we are humans. But then I wonder, I gave this thought, even till date I have to keep on like putting this in my mind, why I should give my remote control to that relative who pointed me out. So that means if he will, the other person will say you look fat, so I will believe that. If the other person will say your English is bad, so I will believe that. So we should not give the remote control of our life to anybody. So only these two things are the main things why people fear. Number one, they feel they just say overall, we are not confident. Rather, they are not just confident in this much area of English, and they give the whole statement to themselves. A tag, we are not confident. And number two, they give the remote control of their life to the other people. These are the two things where they struggle. And then about the skill set, I tell you, if anybody is speaking in public and they are making the errors, it is absolutely fine, because it is a clear cut proof that at least you are trying. Because only if you are trying you are making the errors. And I tell you, in colloquial English, that means in spoken English, if you are making the errors, it is acceptable. But if you write, you should not make the errors. But if you make one or two errors, it is absolutely acceptable. Don't wonder, nobody points you out that you have made this error. Nowadays, nobody have this much of time even to say, oh, you are wrong, or but we have this traditional thoughts in our mind that what the other person will think about us. Only if we will take and we will like open up our mind for these 2 to 3 things, I feel nobody will have the fear of speaking in front of anybody, whether it is in English or in any other thing. This is all from my side.
Right. And since you have been teaching spoken English, what do you think are the major challenges people are facing nowadays while learning English?
Yeah,
Mainly
see, the
spoken
major
English.
challenges people are facing, first of all, they have very short term goals. They wonder, like, today they join the classes and tomorrow they improve. So I always say it takes around 5 to 6 months to see the changes you are expecting, because any skill you take up, it takes 3 months minimum and 6 months at least it should go, depending on the person. Next, it is that the regularity, because people they join and then they leave like 2 3 days, or they feel like it's not working for them, but they should keep on working on it. And number three, it is that many people they say we do not have the environment where we should, ma'am, talk to the people. So I say you do not need anybody in this world to talk to. You are yourself enough. You have to think in English all the time. Whatever you are doing the whole day, narrate that in English. And even at the end of the day, you can write those things in English. That will really help you to improve. So if a person will be like following these things, surely one is going to improve. Only like there is a lack on these things, then the person wonders. First, number one is the patience. Number two is the regularity. Like these two things are the major things, I tell you.
So you are telling that if a person practices regularly, somewhere around 5 or 6 months, they can be fluent.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, even you do not need a person. You have to keep on talking to yourself. Like right now, I will take my class. So I will think in my mind, not in my mother language. Like I have my class, I will think only in English. I will have my class, then I will have dinner. I will do this. So think in English, and whatever you are thinking in English, it should not be situational. That means if I'm happy, so I'm thinking in English, and if something bad happens in my life, like then I should also think in English. Not I should think in my mother language. I should be having why this happened to me, what if I am the culprit, whatever. I mean, thoughts in English should not be situational. And if a person will keep on thinking like this, forever your English level will be maintained.
Yes. Okay, so the last question I have is any tips for effective communication skills, conversational skills? Anything on that?
Yeah.
On that?
Yes, I would really suggest. First of all, one should stand in front of the mirror shadowing, as everybody they know, but very less people they follow. They follow it for 1 or 2 days, but not regularly. And also, one suggestion: stand in front of the mirror and practice that. And the next important thing is that when you are practicing by standing in front of the mirror, there is nobody to tell you whether you are right or wrong. You are doing anything daily, but it's not giving you result is more. What's the reason? The reason is might be there is something you are doing wrong. So always have a guided shadowing, or you can just take one video. I also suggest you can go to my channel and take a video from there and stand in front of the mirror and practice, so that at least you have some set standard. Yes, I should speak to this standard, not just keeping and on your own pace. Then how will you understand, yes, I need to improve, where is my problem area? So this is the main thing I would be suggesting. People are doing it, but they're doing it aimlessly. So that's not going to help.
Even if you're doing a mirror talk or recording yourself, you just keep a person in mind and just talk like them. Nothing like you
Yes.
mustn't do it randomly, whatever you want.
Yes, because how will you improve? You are already like that means you're repeating where you are at the level. So you need to have something set in your mind. Yes, I should speak like this or follow that person, copy that person. Also, I would suggest copy one person at a time. People have this habit of watching random videos over YouTube as they are available these days readily. So choose one person for a few days and then switch to another, because every person has the different state of training, and I believe everyone is good enough in their field.
And everybody has their own choices, right? Whom they want to follow, because
Yeah.
beginners cannot choose native speakers because they won't be able to
Yes.
talk like them. So
Yeah,
just
even I would
sometimes
suggest we should never choose native speakers in the beginning, because in the beginning everybody wants that they should speak American or British accent, but I tell you in the beginning one should have neutral accent. You should not have like regional accent. Many people they have this. So neutral accent is something which is acceptable all over the world. And I tell you about British or American accent, one can only gather like to the fullest what the person expect only by living in that place. But practicing it over here, it is just like illusionary thing, I tell you honestly. This is an illusionary thing what people do. So neutral action is something which is acceptable all over the globe. So one should go for it.
Okay, okay, really nice tips. I really hope everybody whoever watches gets benefit out of whatever you have told. It was really wonderful talking to you. So if time permits, we'll talk again.
Okay, sure. Okay, bye.
Bye.